Well, it is National Junk Food Day, and while we all know that potato chips, candy, and cookies probably should be enjoyed in moderation, there are some foods that are deceptively unhealthy. Coming up, side-by-side comparisons between supposedly healthy foods and donuts. Might be a little bit eye-opening for us. Also, appreciate it. Well, Americans eat an average of 22 teaspoons of sugar every single day, and most of that sweet stuff comes from less than obvious sources. To help us with this is Renee Korczak. She's a registered dietitian and spokesperson for the American Heart Association. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much, Brian.
So the sugar really can kind of sneak up on us, can't it?
It can add up very quickly.
Yeah, and I love what you've done here. So you've come up with a very visual, eye-opening way to show there really is a lot of sugar in some of the stuff that we're eating every single day.
There's a ton of sugar, so consumers really need to be conscious and make sure they're reading their food labels.
Yeah, we don't want to scare people, I think. It's just good to make people aware, maybe give them some alternatives.
Absolutely.
So what have you done here? So we have donuts. So you're showing how, so we're talking, oh, it says as our donuts topple over here. So we have
a lot of donuts.
A drink, a pop, looks like an iced tea. It's the equivalent of 6 donuts worth of sugar?
Yeah, so what we've done here is just kind of took some common items that consumers may purchase in the grocery store, and we're just trying to show an equivalent of how many grams of sugar that would be and then compare it to donuts, because why not?
Wow.
So what we have here is a cola, so that's about 20 ounces. So there's a whopping 65 grams of sugar in cola, so that's equivalent to consuming about 6 donuts.
Okay.
So quite a bit there. A healthier alternative might be unsweetened iced tea, water. Flavor that up with some berries, maybe some lemon, lime. Even a sparkling seltzer water would be a better choice.
Good other options there. Moving down here, talking about yogurt.
Yogurt. So I think this is the most deceptive actually to consumers. So what we have here is actually, it's a full fat yogurt, but it is fruit flavored. So there's about 30 grams of sugar here. So that's equivalent to, as you can see, 3 donuts.
Wow. So instead of doing your morning yogurt, just eat 3 donuts, and it's about the same thing.
Right.
Good alternative there.
Good alternative. You can do a plain low-fat yogurt. Greek yogurt is great, and I always suggest to people in general, just top it off with fresh fruits. Even some honey would be better than this.
A lot of people eat this in the morning as well. Granola.
Yeah, so granola. So this is about 1 cup of granola here. There's actually 30 grams of sugar in that 1 cup. So that's the equivalent of consuming 3 donuts.
Wow. Now, it depends on what kind of granola you purchase, I would imagine.
Exactly, and that's where reading the nutrition facts label really comes in handy. Always look to the sugar content on the label per serving. Some cereals, they can be, a lot of sugar is in there, but if you go for more of the plain cereals, there's not going to be a ton of sugar in there. You could also do a handful of nuts, some fresh fruit. Yeah.
Great. Lastly, down here, a little barbecue sauce.
Yeah, so this is really disappointing because when we love to barbecue, sauces are just something that we put on our meats and poultry. So this is just about 2 tablespoons here of this barbecue sauce. That's 20 grams of sugar, equivalent to 2 donuts.
So we're really low on time here, but
yeah.
If you really let this stuff slide and you are consuming all that sugar, what are some of the lasting impacts that you can start seeing?
Yeah, so I think American Heart Association has done a really, really great job. They've done a lot of research around added sugars, and what they're finding in the research is the consumption of added sugars really increases risk for heart disease. Also, dental caries is a huge issue these days. So American Heart Association typically recommends consuming no more than 6 teaspoons a day.
Okay, good things to keep in mind. Great to meet you.
Yeah, you too.
I appreciate the time very much.
Thank you so much.
We're going to have a lot more information about this, what we talked about on care11.com. Just head there right after the show. Well, we are encouraging